Naam, mtazamaji, kamati ya muda inayochunguza kampuni ya Worldcoin inaendelea na vikao vyake hii leo. Baadhi ya Wakenya waliohojiwa ama ambao wanaendelea kuhojiwa wamedai kuwa walilaghaiwa, huku wengine wakidai kuwa waliathirika macho baada ya data yao kuchukuliwa kwa kamera za kampuni hiyo. Hem, tusikize yanayojiri sasa katika majengo ya bunge.
But also you might be familiar with DALL-E or kind of other AI systems that are able to actually draw pictures. So you just say, I want an image generated with DALL-E or other technologies. Why does this matter? It matters for a couple of reasons. For one, what this will mean is that on the internet, when I am, for example, interacting on Twitter or other social media, it will be really hard for me to verify that I'm actually interacting with other humans. Because when you chat with ChatGPT, which probably many here have done, it's very smart, it's very sophisticated. And so let's say I'm in a chat room or I'm on Twitter, and I might as well interact with a very powerful neural network. That is one. And two, also digitally generated images are now very easy to fake. And so what this means is that the internet will be a much more complicated place. It will be much harder to trust. And we need to verify what it actually is to be a human. And that is what World ID is. World ID is a way for all of us to verify to each other that we are actually human beings and we're not neural networks. So that, and what that practically means is, I might go to Twitter, I might scan a QR code and log myself in with World ID and just verify I'm an actual human being. Okay, and I already touched on this briefly. That's this art. So humanness in the age of AI is one of the core factors and one of the core motivations of WorldCoin. As AI becomes increasingly more powerful, we will need to verify ourselves online, and World ID is a privacy-preserving way to do so. And now to quickly walk through how does all of this work and what does it do. So first, today, you're able to download an app that is called the World app. That is simply the first app that actually interacts with WorldCoin, with the WorldCoin protocol. Once that app is downloaded, you have to verify yourself once physically. That means you click on a map and you see certain verification locations. You can go there, and once you arrive at one of these physical verification locations, you will find a hardware device that you're aware of, which is it's called the orb. And you show a QR code to the orb, and about 30 seconds later, you essentially receive two things. You receive your World ID, which is a cryptographic key pair that allows you to verify yourself online later on. And second, you receive ownership in the actual protocol through the WorldCoin token. That WorldCoin token is worth, it also is worth money, but it, most importantly, is also worth governance over the whole protocol. So that refers to the fact what I stated in the beginning. Decentralization is a very, very important piece of WorldCoin, because otherwise such an important technology layer cannot and should not be trusted. And so to the pillars of WorldCoin, I briefly mentioned each of these in my opening statement. There's three: World ID, World app, and the WorldCoin token. So World ID is, again, a way to verify yourself online. World app is a simple digital app that lets you interact with the WorldCoin protocol, so lets you use your World ID, lets you claim your WorldCoin tokens. And then last but not least, the WorldCoin token, which is, it's likely going to be the widest distributed crypto digital asset that gives you governance and ownership in the protocol itself. Okay, so setting the stage for World ID, and why did we Why did we spend years in developing and building a hardware device? Why do we need to roll these hardware devices out globally? What is so hard about this? What's the actual problem? The problem is often referred to as proof of personhood. What does proof of personhood mean? It means that I, Alex, I'm able to verify to the internet that I'm two things. I'm an actual alive human being, and I'm unique. And that is very important for many applications. And this is very hard to do because all of the things that I usually use in my daily life, so for example, if I use my iPhone, my Face ID, what Face ID does, it just learns that I'm again Alex using the iPhone. So it compares me against another embedding of me. So it's again Alex using the iPhone. So it's a one-to-one comparison. To solve proof of personhood, however, we need to compare me against everyone else in the world that decides to use that service. So it goes from one-to-one to one-to-many. And that is mathematically and technologically much, much harder to do. And so the orb essentially solves that problem in a privacy-preserving manner. So it first checks that you're an actual alive human being, so you cannot fraud the orb. There's a lot of sensors in front that just detect you're not showing a display, you're not showing a printout, but you're actually there and you're an actual person. Once that step is done, it then takes a picture of the human eye and calculates a unique code. We will go deeper into this in a second, compares that against everyone else. Once that is the case, you receive your world ID.